It's Mary Poppins edition of Chelsea at the movies, it is. I was gonna make up a little song, but I couldn't come up with one on the fly, so that's what you got. So Mary Poppins Returns on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
So Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Christmas.
I really enjoyed the movie. I was excited to see it. I think Emily Blunt is one of the best actors in film today. Mary Poppins is a beloved character, a beloved Disney film, and it seemed to me from the trailers that they really stayed true to the original. It's a sequel to Mary Poppins, and I was excited just to see how it would unfold.
So I wouldn't have gone to see this movie.
Right. You didn't want to see this. I was like, let's go see Mary Poppins. And you were like, Mary Poppins? But you didn't really have that many choices today.
I didn't have that many other choices.
Because we had already seen other movies.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a huge day at the box office for opening day.
For Christmas Day.
Right.
Yeah,
so we had Mary Poppins Returns on the ledger.
So
on the ledger we did.
Yeah, and I don't have, I guess I don't, I'm sure that I've seen the original Mary Poppins. Yeah. But I don't have like a big connection to it, so I don't think, I must not have watched it a lot as a kid.
We're different kinds of people, so I really like musicals because I'm a musically, whatever.
Yeah, like how he can create music and...
I sing little songs to myself like all the time.
And he hears things in music and stuff that I don't hear, and so he has like a bigger connection with music than I do.
Yeah, you're more of a visual person in general.
Yeah, very visual. But yeah, so I wouldn't have chosen to go see this movie, but
she's married, y'all, so she had to.
I like the movie, and I'm really glad that we went and saw it on Christmas.
Yes.
Go, waiter, skip. Kelsey.
Go! I wanted to do it like Mary Poppins, though. You should have brought an umbrella up here.
Yeah.
Like you could have floated off.
Really?
Whimsically. So I think go see this movie. It reminds me of Disney when I was a kid, in that it's just a lovely story. I really like the music in it. They did the style of the movie looks very old school, so like way before I was a kid, like original Mary Poppins style movie. And I thought that they hit it out of the park. It was a great movie, and it was everything I wanted it to be.
So for me, too, I also say go see this movie. They did a really good job of it not being just retread of the original Mary Poppins. Like, it really was a sequel. Gave us, like, new things, with also holding on to what was good about the original Mary Poppins. Emily Blunt was really good.
She's
thought
fantastic.
She was great. Whoever played the boy turned father from the original Mary Poppins, I thought he did an especially good job with some smaller parts and conveying nuanced emotion. Just a overall really good job.
So spoilers. Spoilers I am. Hello. I didn't expect to be weepy the entire time I watched the movie. And I don't know what it was, because it wasn't, like, it was touching. It was touching as to what it was.
Yeah.
I don't know, like it connected to me, to maybe my inner child, or I don't know what happened in there, but I mean, way before, like, I had movie rights to cry in the movie. You know what I mean? Like, way before anything, I was like, well, I'm not weepy over here, like, just sad and like, not... I don't want to say sad, but just really emotional. Yeah. You're still kind of weepy, it seems like. From the, like, it was so good.
What I would have thought, like, what I told myself during the movie is, Rachel, you must just be weepy. But I really don't have any reason that I can think of. And if you were also weepy, now it makes me think that maybe it's just a movie.
Yeah, and so I had the same thoughts. I was like, I must be thinking about this or that. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know, like, Rachel kind of, I would look over there and you'd kind of be like, I was like, okay, so I'm not the only, and then at the end of the movie, like, everybody clapped, and I was like, okay, so this is just a really beautiful movie.
Yeah.
And the Rotten Tomatoes score don't do it justice, I don't think. This movie was better than Bumblebee. Okay, here's a good example. This movie's
like, we talked about in our last show,
around 76%, I think.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this movie's way better than Bumblebee. You know what I mean? Just as a piece of film.
Well, it just took my heart and just like
it put her heart on an umbrella and soared in the. Yeah, it was just really.
So yeah, I did. I cried like once at the beginning, and I was like, "Why am I crying?" and then towards the end, there were like 3 separate parts where like I just kept like I was like, "Oh, I'm crying again," and here I am crying again.
To the people at home that she's crying right now. You might not see it on camera, but I always see it. And you say that people can't see it, but I'm telling you, she's crying right now. From this movie. And not, like, it wasn't sad. Nothing devastating happened in the movie.
No.
It was just really touching. I mean, from right at the beginning where the boy who grew into the father, so the original boy from the original movie is the father in this movie.
Yeah.
And, like, he had lost his wife. And we don't see that, but he's... Anyway, that little song that he sang about his wife and, like, missing her, I was like, oh, my God. Like, this is just a really... So, wow, I didn't expect I didn't
and
know.
let me just say, when he sang that song, because now you see me crying, and it wasn't over the top.
No. It was
that's
beautiful
what I
and
mean.
simple. And
yeah, like it was quiet and small, and like, but it was nuanced, like complex, like emotion. But he did it in such just a nice, quiet way. Like he was just having like a moment alone.
This film is truly a piece of art, I think, and especially it's working off of a previous piece of art,
which is really hard to do.
That's hard to do without blowing it, kind of. And they definitely didn't without blow it. I didn't know what to expect on this movie. I thought, like, well, you kind of have to sing some of the original songs.
Yeah, I thought they might do that too.
But I was like, but if you do that, then you're just rehashing it, like you said.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, then you better knock it out of the park with the music in this one, because that's what made the first one so good. And I didn't expect them to be able to. I didn't know what to expect, but they did not rehash the songs.
No.
We didn't hear supercalifragilistic.
No.
We didn't, we didn't hear all the songs, but we had new songs, and those songs were great. And that I didn't expect. I didn't expect it to be a really great musical. It really was.
Do you think any of the songs, though, will be like... I don't know if anybody would go home singing any of the songs. So, like, I thought they were good, and I thought where they came in the story were really good, because sometimes you can have a musical that just 6 songs in, and you're like, it doesn't fit. I thought everything fit, and I thought it was all good. I'm just not sure that anybody would be singing the songs.
I think it's kind of too early to tell.
So, like, I have no connection to the original, but I can sing Supercalifragilistic
But it's because you've heard it a lot of times because it's a classic. My initial impression is yes, there's music in this that will stand the test of time because it's just, that's what truly good music does. Like, so for example, if you watch The Greatest Showman and you liked it, that music is not good music. And it will not stand the test of time. And that movie is not a good movie, frankly. So if you like that movie, we can disagree, it's fine. If you liked it, that's good. Go see this movie because I think at least if you like the musical genre, you'll love this movie too.
Really, really good.
And then we can discuss which one's better. We'll be like, ah. I'll be like, hello, because I'm Mary Poppins. Okay.
Emily Blunt did a really, really good job playing Mary Poppins.
Yeah. In your face, Pam Beesly.
And how they wrote that character, and I'm sure in keeping with the original Mary Poppins. There's something about like the way that character where she's confident, but there's also like a humility there in that she knows exactly who she is. So she doesn't like overplay herself, or she just, I don't know, there's just something really good about the way like that character is written, and I can't quite like put my finger on it.
I wish we were as, you were listening to some podcasts earlier today. I was like, gosh, I wish I was as good at talking as these people are. Because they were like, snooty, smart. And I feel like I'm not able to express in words.
Yeah, I often say, I'm like, I can't
this movie
say,
is.
like,
just
put the words together. But yeah. So let's talk Dick Van Dyke at the end.
Yeah.
So he made a cameo in the movie. A little more than a cameo. And it was, I didn't know what to expect.
I thought they would just wheel him out there and just prop him up. Kind of like a Weekend at Bernie's thing, except he would still be technically alive. No.
But you don't know if it's just like, well, we're just going to do this nice thing because, you know, it's Dick Van Dyke. But no, like, he was really good. Like, his whole he had a small scene, but he, like, nailed it. Like, it was really good. So that was another point where I cried.
Yeah.
Because it was just really good, like, his whole little scene.
When the dad remembers how to be a kid again, I was like, I want to be a kid again. I was like, I want Mary Poppins to fly in my life. You know? So, I don't know. It was a good movie. I was really glad to see it. It was a perfect Christmas Day movie, you know? Like, because it was just great. I'm absolutely sure it's PG, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And it's all PG, you know? Like, I don't know. From the very beginning, the font they used, even the way the movie started, it was all like, this is coming from the 1960s or whatever. Like, it was...
Well, and it was really nice, as somebody who's 37, when they brought in the live action with the animation, so they did that in a certain part of the movie. It was old school animation.
Yeah, it was like old school cartoons.
That made me feel like there was a little bit of nostalgia there with that, and I really enjoyed it and liked it.
The only thing I can say about this movie that's not positive is just the truth about this movie is that it's made in a way that older movies, like the original Mary Poppins, was made. And so at times it seems slow. But it only seems slow because... Well,
if you're used to, like, action and stuff coming at you and CGI, and not that there's not CGI in this movie, but, like, I don't know, just all this over the top. Then there was a point, like, in the middle, and, like, you know, like we went to midnight mass last night.
So yeah, that's the other
We
thing.
slept in. I'm not used to like my hours.
I haven't eaten yet today, so like I was a little hungry. So I'm like, I didn't come into this movie in a perfect position. You know.
So there was a point in the middle of it where like her and the kids like couldn't find their way home, and so there's this whole like song and dance about lighting the lantern. So the other guy in the movie is not a chimney sweep; he's a lantern lighter. I don't know that this ever exists. A lamplighter. And I got a little I was a little sleepy, you know. So it kind of like was a little
take him home
like slow because it didn't have anything to do with like the rest of like the storyline and stuff. But I think it's just the way I came into the movie. Like I was just a little tired.
Even that part of the movie is tons better than Greatest Showman.
Okay.
I refer to it as garbage because it's garbage.
The garbage showman.
And that's coming. So as much as I love
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, I love Hugh Jackman more than I love Emily. Like Hugh Jackman is the man, and Emily Blunt is the woman of like who I think the best are at what they do. And, like, and like I would say like I'm a fan of these people. You know, like that's how good they are at what they do. Not even he could say Greatest Showman. Not even Wolverine.
Go see Mary Poppins Returns. It was really, really good. And then you can be weepy.
Go see it in England, This is the end of the year. I want to say thanks to everybody who watches our movie reviews. Appreciate you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Or if you just want to wave to us at the street, if you want to briefly hold eye contact, like maybe even a cat would do, that would be fine too. But seriously, we appreciate it. It's been fun this year doing this, and thanks so much for watching.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Funny, like when we watch any of our shows that we do, I notice it when I watch the show because when I speak, you're always staring at me and like watching me, whatever. And when you speak, my eyes go all over the place.
I mean, we were watching our YouTube channel.
Yeah, and it's because like I pay attention by listening, and so I'm listening, but like it looks weird on camera. That's what I'm saying. So then I try like. This isn't for this, but like I'll try to watch myself.
Like whenever you talk, like the whole time, I'm always like looking right at you, which I'm not sure is best practices for two people.
I think it's better than what I do, where I'm like.
Well, I think you're supposed to split time between like the viewer and then the person you're talking to, and I'm always just like this the whole time.
I don't know this turning.
Leia, we're here taping. Gosh.
Anyway.